Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, I'm in a sweatshirt. If you guys don't know, I'm actually in Minnesota for about a week and a half, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be releasing videos for you guys. Again, I'm releasing videos Monday through Friday with live streams every single Wednesday, so definitely attend. We get a lot of people on there every Wednesday. Had one yesterday, it went really well, and I appreciate those of you that had come to the live stream because tons of content is out. But getting right into it, today I'm actually going to be walking you guys through a video talking about kind of my day-to-day tasks in regards to phone flipping. Obviously, this is just kind of what I do. It's kind of like a rough kind of sketch of what my day looks like. I'm a big believer in routines, having kind of a set schedule and everything, and obviously things change and stuff like that, but I think getting yourself in a routine helps, one, with the consistency, and two, just kind of, it's kind of hard to explain, but having a consistent schedule is great to see if you need to change anything later on, because if you're doing the same thing every day, you can kind of change one thing here and there and kind of see what works and what doesn't, just kind of tweak your schedule, and that's where you start to find a lot of success in scaling your business. So again, talking about the day-to-day tasks, this might not be so applicable to you. Obviously, what I do is not going to be necessarily the same as what you do, but if you're not doing some of these things, that's why I created this video, to try to get you guys to get in a routine, and maybe you can kind of emulate what I do or kind of mix it up here and there. But with that said, before I hop into my computer, I'm going to be walking you guys through it. If you guys like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subbed to the channel yet, hit that subscription button down below. I'd really appreciate the support, guys. But with that said, let's get right into it. So as you guys can see, obviously we are in my computer now. Again, I love doing these videos. I've pretty much written out all the points. This isn't going to be too long, but pretty much the day-to-day tasks. So how do I really start off my every single day in a sense? Well, the first thing I do is I'll put out ads, and if I'm already having ads out, like I do a lot with Facebook ads, so if I'm not looking to put up anything more, I'll just go ahead and message people back, because I do get a lot of messages overnight because I let the ads run overnight, and especially like in a sense I don't even check my messages past like 7 or 8 p.m. to be honest, because I gotta have a work schedule. I can't just be working 24 hours. So even though I'll see messages, I don't really respond to them at all past like 7 or 8 p.m. So I get a lot of messages probably. For me, on average, I wake up to about 10 to 20 new messages or phones every single day. Again, that's with Facebook ads, so if you guys aren't doing that, super helpful. But if that's not the case, that I'm already having ads up, I'll put up the ads. So that could be on Craigslist, OfferUp, Letgo, Facebook Marketplace. It really just depends on what I put up the past days, and that's more of the stuff I used to do in the past, but are still very applicable to a lot of you today, because 99% of you are using those platforms like Craigslist, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and a lot of you aren't using the Facebook ads, so that's totally fine. So it's just a little bit more work on that end. So if I were in that point, I'd be putting up ads first thing in the morning, just because you're trying to get that initial traffic. People that come before work to potentially message you, maybe they're not meeting you now, but you can schedule that meetup at lunchtime or after that. So on to the second point, one thing I pretty much do pretty religiously every single day is check up on prices. Yeah, they don't change every day or anything close to that, but I love just kind of seeing what the market is, what the market's reacting to. It's kind of like if you invest in the stock market, you always want to keep up to date on what's happening, even though some of the things aren't even the most relevant to you. Some days you'll see an influx of this type of phone. Sometimes you'll see Androids performing a lot better than iPhones. I don't know why things like that happen, but with that said, it's just one of those things where you want to keep up your knowledge base on that kind of thing, because in phone flipping you always want to know what prices that you should be buying phones at and what you could be selling them at, because that's where we make our money. So that could include platforms like eBay, Gazelle, Local, and for me, my private buyers, those private buyers are probably the least changing in my opinion, especially with eBay. Local is what changes the most quickly in my opinion also, and Gazelle is another great platform, but especially with my private buyers, those are my go-tos. So I always want to see, I always have like a spreadsheet of what it had here, and then I'll just duplicate the tab and just see if it changed anything, just so I know what changed. And a lot of the time I'll ask him why it changed, or if he took down some of types of phones and put up some new ones. I just want to keep up to date on those. So after that, obviously again, this is a very rough estimate of what I do, but a lot of the times I have phones that I need to ship out that day, so I'll write out or print, depending on the platform, the labels for the phones that need to be shipped out. I showed you guys a video ago or 2 videos ago, I think it was last one, how I ended up shipping my phone, so it's pretty much identical to that. I think I have a little bit more of a point here. But if you guys don't know, and it's something that you guys should be doing if you aren't already, is trying to ship out next business day as best as possible. So obviously business day is Monday to Friday. I don't really ship out on weekends, no matter if it's my private buyer. Yeah, you could ship out on Saturday, but for me, I just typically stick to business days, and that's a big point. I put in like a lot of my listings with Mercari and like eBay when I used to do it, so that definitely helps that you can ship next business day, so I'll do that. Fourth point is I go out for, basically after that I have my phones ready, I'll go out and I have meetings set up for probably, I like to always have them set up, not throughout the day, but kind of per like a 1 to 3 hour period. So I'll go out for 1 to 3 hours, buy my phones. That's probably about 2-3 phones a day right now, and then I kind of come home. So that's very important to have a setup time, especially I know a lot of you are in school or 9 to 5. Just having a specific hour to 3 hours to go ahead, pick up phones, and then the ones that drop, at least you know you can message the next person and be like, hey, can you meet a little bit earlier? And then you're not stuck going home, coming back, going home, and stuff like that. So after that, I'll put up the next round of ads, so 2 to 3 of these ads. So this is typically, I'd say, around noon, lunchtime, another great time to put out ads, or for me, rechecking my ads. So you'll start to notice how many times I put up ads, especially in the past. So I want to make this more applicable to you guys, not just those that do Facebook ads, but my Facebook ads run all day, so I don't really have to touch them. 6 is I'll set up meetings for tomorrow, and I guess I didn't really write it, but I'll also just go ahead and list them or get my money from my private buyers for the phones, because it's usually the same day, or if I put on Mercari. I like to list my things all around like 4 to 6 p.m. no matter the platform, eBay, Mercari, I like to do that time. So I'll set up the meetings for tomorrow as well. And then the final point, again, putting out my 4th to 5th round of ads. One thing you guys can see, and this isn't necessarily applicable to me right now, but this definitely should be to you, because I know a lot of you are at the point that I'm thinking of. It's just about putting ads on these other platforms like Craigslist, OfferUp, Letgo, Facebook Marketplace, you name it. You need to be putting up ads as much as possible. And a lot of you are saying, damn, you spent a lot of time on putting up ads. No, that took about, I mean, one ad could take you 1.5 to 2 minutes. Like, it's that easy. So overall, I might be spending 15-20 minutes in a day truly putting up ads. In the beginning, it might take a little bit longer, but I mean, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. You know the platforms you're going on, and then you can kind of judge per day which are your best ones. So you might be putting 4 or 5 rounds of ads on Craigslist. One day you might be putting 4 or 5 rounds on OfferUp. It really just depends on your situation and where you live and what kind of platform your town or area resonates with the best. So again, this was a very rough estimate of kind of my day. It does look pretty similar to this in a sense, though. I do Facebook ads, so it runs all day, so I really don't have to touch anything. Another great perk of the platform. But I hope you guys found some value in this video. I tried to apply it to you guys as best as possible, just to hold your guys' self accountable for what your day's looking like. And obviously everybody differs. You have a day job, you have school, you have whatever it may be, family time. Just make time. There's always time for it. This all takes me just a couple hours to do, and then I can have many other hours in the day to work on some other things that can help build my income stream. So with that said, if you guys found value in the video, I definitely appreciate a thumbs up. If you are not subbed to the channel yet, hit the subscription button down below. I'd really appreciate the support, guys. And finally, if you guys made it this far in the video, you guys mean the world to me. And with that said, I'll catch you tomorrow in the next video.